Hello everyone, Nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. It's a heat wave over here in Ireland the last 2 days. Oh my goodness, it's been glorious. Just went out for a walk with the dog, which was super fun. I have to do like two short walks in the day though, because she gets so hot walking. She can't do a normal long walk. So I'll go back out with her later on. So we've got a bunch of stuff on today. Look, we're going to be pulling for an extra legendary event here today. Here we go. This is where I am at with my Mercy timer. So we're 49 into Ancient Mercy. I'm pretty sure. Sometimes I forget to update this thing and I get caught out. But with 158 in the bag and obviously enough gems to buy more, we can guarantee we're going to hit Mercy. I usually recommend being, probably about 100 into Mercy to actually go for this. But I said, what the heck? Let's have some fun. Let's just pull some shards today. Let's just go for it. If we get lucky, we get it super early. We're good. If we don't, we don't. I will be very close either way to the Summon Rush event. I think we get 40 points per ancient here, so there's a good chance we might pick up even some of the higher rewards. If we go the whole way, I think we will get the Eternal Soul Stone or be close enough. So we shall see. A couple of things. I am going to be doing a collaboration with Ash pretty soon, so stay tuned for that one. Probably talking about mythical champions. And later on today, which is kind of why I want to do a big hype shard pull video, is to promote this. We've got the faction games kicking off again the second time around over on Deadwood Jedi's channel. For me, it's starting at 6 o'clock. So that's in about 4 hours from now, 4.5 hours. Yeah, come over. This is the draft today. So we all have to pick a faction. It's going to be epics only this time around. We're going to be competing against each other, me and 8 other content creators in the dungeons. I think it's going to be Hard Hydra with epics only and Arena. I'm in a team with Saf from HH Gaming and with Scratch from Scratch Scratch Gaming. I think it's Scratch Gaming, isn't it? So it should be pretty cool. I think we've got a strong team. So yeah, what faction do you think is the best epics only? Let me know in the comments down below. So give me a head up here on the draft. And oh, I've got a delivery at the door. Be right back. All right, I'm back with some furniture getting delivered. So many deliveries today. It's crazy. I mean, I tell you, it does tempt me to buy some shards, I could always buy shards to refill the ancients after this. It does tempt me to do it when I need to spend like €200, right? A little, just a little like mini table to go in the hallway just to look good, right? And then the mirror above it was like 200 quid as well. It's like 400 quid, like a mirror and a little table. Oh man, we could have just left it empty. But hey, it is what it is. Let's go. Let's start pulling. Let's go. I also got a bunch of comments from people on the mythical shard videos being like, who think I'm buying shards like crazy and getting paid in shards by Plarium. I'm like, what are you guys even smoking? You guys are nuts. I was like, man, if people think I'm just buying shards anyway, I might as well actually buy them. What's the point? What's the point in having restraint if people don't know it? It's all performative, right? It's all moral performance to get praise, to get acknowledgement. We're getting rubbish here so far. We're probably going to get rubbish most of the way through. It's not a 2x, so really we're expecting a sea of blue. And like I said, if we hit gold early, it is very much early. Every shard is only 0.5% chance, so it's very unlikely until we start hitting Mercy and the chances start ramping up. So expecting to pull a lot of shards, and it's super hype if we go early. Obviously, I'm still hunting for a Duchess. Harima obviously is super OP at the moment as well. It'll be nice to get some of these OP legendaries and have them before mythicals come in, and suddenly the OP legendaries are not, they're still going to be really good, but not as good as before. So I'd say, for example, like Sifi Rotos were like the OP arena champions for so long. I actually have both of them now from very, very recently, some of my most recent pulls. But like obviously nowadays, Taras Marishka are like the super OP arena thing that defines everything. Doesn't mean Sifi and Rotus are suddenly bad, though. They actually see tons of play still. They're actually fantastic. They are both still top tier, really. They're just not the number one, but they still remain super good. It's going to be the same thing for Duchess, right? Even if there's a mythical Duchess, as it were, Duchess herself will still be pretty strong. Let's go. Let's see what we get. One interesting comment I saw as well was, oh, because mythical shards, primal shards are going to come in, you're never going to want to buy any other types of shards, or other shards will also just lose value in terms of the ones you get in game. And I also don't think that's true. Like, funny enough, if we take a small break, small little tangent here, little tangent, but like sacred shards right now are the best shard, in theory. But they're one of the worst ones to buy because the amount of money they charge to buy a sacred shard is just really bad. So it's really bad value. You're much better off buying ancients or voids, even though sacreds are objectively leaving the price out of it, sacreds are the best one. But they're not worth buying. So it could be the same thing with primals. They could be terrible. It could be not worth buying at all. Whereas I say void shards are probably the one that gives the most bang for your buck in terms of real money because they're quite hard to get. And they're the only source of void champions, which are currently the best. But of course, that's going to change. But I still think all the shards are going to have their own sort of unique bit of value. Like for me, ancient shards are probably the least valuable because I have no use for rares. I've no use for epics. For me, it's really only about legendaries. And void legendaries in particular. And I guess primal mythics or mythics, whatever, coming soon. But right, let's go. We must be getting somewhat close. I think it was nearly pulling all of the ones I had to start hitting Mercy. There's going to be an amazing guaranteed champion next week, and I'm going to be so far behind. I'm going to cry. All right, gold is due soon. Surely it is due soon. A couple of epics here back to back again. Nothing too special. We've got 48 left. Oh, I've got to do one more pull. Then we got to go actually clear out some space. Let's go. Maybe I don't have to clear out space if you give me gold now. Huh? Oh, it's worth a shot. Hey, now? This one? Last chance? No? Okay, never mind. All right, I will go clear out some space, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm actually just mostly threw stuff into the old master vault. It's full now. We've got enough space to pull the rest of the ones I actually have. Fingers crossed. Come on, let's get gold soon. I should have calculated it out exactly where we would start hitting Mercy. Oh wow, 4 epics in the what? What? This is like a 2x pull. What is this? So we had what, 158 maybe to start with. So yeah, I guess actually we don't start Mercy even until after these next 2 sets of 10, I think. So yeah, all right. So this is still technically outside of Mercy, I'm pretty sure, if my calculations are correct. Watch us like go, watch us go 20 shards into Mercy and not get legendary, and we go, uh-oh, I miscounted somewhere. I messed up. So bam, there we go. I think that's about 200 shards with no legendary. Let's go spend some gems. Let's do it. All right. So I think we'll buy at least 2 packs here to start us off. I don't want to spend gems like too much because gems are energy and energy is important. All right, we've got 30. We can do 1 pull. Maybe this will be the one. This is into Mercy. So this has a good chance. And there it is. There it is. There it is. Ragash, he's good. And Nogdar. I have lots of Nogdars already. Well, Ragash is a brilliant, brilliant legendary. He's top tier. I think he had a 10x actually at the weekend, maybe. Ragash is fantastic. I use mine a lot. He's really good. 3-turn cooldown, AoE attack. It's defense based, and with his passive, he does 20% more damage. He has good multipliers, and that passive pushes him even higher. He's a really strong AoE nuker with this, and it's a 3-turn cooldown, which is what you want to see. It does place decreased defense before it attacks, and that is not affected by affinity. He just places it on everybody. He can be polymorphed. That's his downside. Can be polymorphed. It's his one weakness, I would say. But if he doesn't polymorph people, if he places decreased defense, he's got a really good chance to just kill them. He's going to hit them so hard. And then he also can stun, 100% chance when booked of stunning after attacking. He is, for me, an MVP in Doom Tower Hard. I was actually using him earlier today. Doom Tower Hard, he's just a monster for destroying those waves. He's so unbelievably good, and he's tanky to boot. And yeah, he's fantastic in Arena. He does provide his own increased defense on his A1. So even if you can't get increased defense to up his damage in your team, it's easy enough for me because I've got a Sifi, or I run him as well with a couple of options I run him with. Let me actually show you. Let's exit out of that. I've still got 20 shards in the bank now, though, again, those are all bought by gems. I often run him, actually, believe it or not, with the champion who was a previous guaranteed, Goffred, right? Goffred comes in, puts out increased defense. He's a great increased defense champion in Arena to go with him. I've got Goffred in a bolster set, so he brings us a shield, and he's got a cool passive which will prevent a death. So he's a kind of a nifty one to run alongside Ragash. But yeah, Ragash is just super, super good for that. He also brings an AoE strength and increased speed with Perfect Veil on himself. This is quite useful against Mortu Macab in Tag Arena. It will try keep Ragash alive, at least a little bit. But the strength and increased speed is a great thing to bring to your team as well. They can be really good buffs. I often run Ragash with the lizard guy. With, I forgot his name. It's completely blanked on me. What's his? Pythion. Yeah, Pythion, who obviously allies take less damage for each buff on them, and Ragash is bringing increased speed and strength in for everybody. So it's a nice little combo. Lots of great combos you can do with this champion. He even has a defense in all battles aura, which is brilliant. Yeah, starts pumping out some perfect veils, which can be kind of cheeky, kind of nifty. But yeah, he's just, in my opinion, he's really, really strong. The other champion we got was Nogdar. He's very interesting. I've not really seen anyone use him since he was buffed, but he's much better since he was buffed. So he's going to sacrifice half his HP, then equalize HP with the target enemy. So he'll basically bring them down to his level, which is kind of nuts. And that goes through Stone Skin. And it gives him an extra turn. And then you've got a good chance to like kill them. So against a super tanky champion like a Duchess, you just, bam, knock off half of her HP. That's really strong. His A1, single target, gives him an extra turn if he kills an enemy. Then his A2 is an AoE that yeah, he does an attack, then he puts out a continuous heal on all allies for 2 turns, so it helps you stay alive. He does sacrifice half his max HP, so if you sacrifice half his max HP and then you do this, he can just kill himself and he's dead, but that can be okay. One of the fun things about him, he does revive himself with half HP and full turn meter when dead if 3 or more allies are alive, and if that happens, he gets to go. If he's got good enough speed, he'll go first, and then it just the cooldown's off and he can come back alive again. If he is slow, enemies can have more than full turn meter, sort of how it works. Same thing with Wukong, you might be noticing. 100% turn meter or full turn meter is not the same as max turn meter in their terminology. It's very misleading, but it is what it is. Max turn meter means you will definitely go. I think in recent times, they've really switched the max turn meter terminology for just give extra turn. So for example, the give extra turn effect here on Shu Zhen, or we've got give extra turn in a different way, a more passive way on, who's it, Isla here, with her passive, the give extra. I think they're going to use that more than the max turn meter thing that they've had before in the past, just to make it more clear. But it is something to know anyway. But yeah, Nogdar, he does hit pretty hard. He's got really high base attack, like more than most of the mythicals from what I'm aware of from, you know, that preview video we had, which is funny. Yeah, he's pretty cool in attack in all battles aura. He's an MVP. I think he's great for Doom Tower. He's definitely not this bad at all. I use him in Faction Wars, and he's great for Faction Wars. Yeah, a bit of a weird one. I've got lots of Nogdars. I think he empowers somebody. I've never empowered anyone. Who gets empowered by Nogdar? Someone does. Who's in that orc fact? I think someone gets empowered by Nogdar. It might, maybe it, oh wait, maybe not. Am I crazy? Maybe it's Gomlock? There's some way to see this, is there? Is there an info? Here. Oh, Varl. Varl gets empowered by Nogdar. Oh, okay. Gomlock is empowered by Robar. All right, gotcha. Okay. You're gonna spend your Elenarls to empower Alexander. No way. Yeah, Varl's empowered by Nogdar. That's cool. I mean, where am I at with the orcs? I've got 2 Nogdars in already. Make that 3. This is my 3rd Nogdar. Okay, I'll hold on to him for now. Nogdar is definitely a champion you could empower. Varl is great as well. You could empower Varl. I think they're both kind of underrated spirit damage dealers, so that's kind of fun. For me, I'm going to hold on to them. I'm just trying to basically fill up faction guardians before I start empowering. I'm really close with some of them. Like, I actually finished barbarians recently. I finished Sacred Order recently. So, like, I'm pretty close to actually empowering my first ever champion, and lots of factions I'm at 2 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 0 out of 10. A lot of the ones down here I've got nothing. So it's just one of those things. I just have a lot of luck with Sacred Order and High Elf Legendaries, I suppose. So how do I feel about that? Not the greatest set of pulls, but we are super close to that Eternal Soulstone. I think we should do some more to get here at the end, huh? What do we think? So I think that's about 10 voids. Let's pull 10 voids. Let's do it. It's 10x for some good stuff right now, isn't there? Yeah, Solus and Vulcanen. I have neither. They'd both be great. Let's pull 10 voids. Oh, I don't have enough space. Let me pause it. Then we'll pull 10 voids. I also realized at the same time I'm a dumbass and I haven't actually put in my Ragashes. There we go. We forgot about that. So Ragash, that's great. Extra accuracy and resistance for Skinwalkers. That's actually fantastic. It's such a strong faction now for legendaries. Like, that is extra accuracy for Wukong, for Nishak, for Uko, for even for Razzlebarg. It's big, you know? That's pretty massive. So let me show you as well my Ragash build as it is right now. I don't know the last time I showed it off. He's 2-star awakened right now, but he's coming in at the moment with 346 accuracy, 239 speed, 5.6k attack, and 252% crit damage. So he hits hard. Obviously, this I think I've seen, you know, some of the guys in my clan have like 300% crit damage and like 250 plus speed and 6 or 7k defense. You know, they got way more. But this is a solid build. It works really well for me. And yeah, I've been using him a whole lot. A whole lot. So yeah, that's fun. Hey, extra accuracy for him. I certainly won't complain. And that's a nice bonus for Wukong as well. All right, let's do it. 10 voids. Here we go. Volcanen, maybe he's good with Wukong, right? It's like kill one of your allies? That's good with Wukong. I'll take it. I take any legendary though, pretty much, that I don't have, preferably. Any legendary here? The chances are so slim, and no legendary. Well, that's okay. So let's update that. We were about, I'll have to watch the video back, so probably about 6 there, and then we can add an extra 10 on there. So this was whatever, it's the 5th of September. I got really confused. Deadwood was telling me, like, he was like, the date for this thing kicking off is like the 9th of the 5th. That's like the 9th of May? What is that? And then I realized that, of course, in America, you guys, you put the date and the month backwards. You go month, day, year, which makes no sense. Why would you do that? It doesn't make sense. Days go into months, months go into years. It's just logical. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. It makes no sense. So let's save this. Cool. And yeah, there we go. We've got ourselves an Eternal Soulstone plus 100 extra points. But hey, for the sake of the video, that's fine. A couple of legendary books from that. Eternal Soulstone, 2 basically Vault Champions, but they're doing some Faction Guardian stuff. Honestly, both of them, I will say, both of them, in a couple of years maybe, could be empowered. And that's not too shabby. We'll see. But guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be saving up. I'll let you guys know about this as well. I am saving up my soulstones really hardcore at the moment, just in case they do some sort of event. Maybe I should be saving my shards in case they do some sort of event for empowering Sun Wukong. Because that would be huge. They might do it, but it might take them a few months. Like with Ultimate Death Knight, they did one recently. Getting him up to 4-star Awakened is pretty massive, right? Sun Wukong, they might do something similar. It might be a ways away, but I think he's such a good champ. It's sort of worth saving until then. But who knows? We'll see. Thanks. I'll catch you all soon. Goodbye.